And we are live. How is everybody doing tonight?
Good.
100%. 100%.
Great.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Well, Max, you can be 100% for me too.
All right.
Now, quick update. I've been doing this for every show. Even if you guys watched Live Wire last night, Varian did have a setback, and I was really scared and almost called EMS. But today has been a great day. No complaints. I can't complain at all. He's been doing very well. Couple of times where he lost a few memories, but they came back, and still some speech problems and everything. But the blood work results came in, but I don't understand like what half of them mean. So I gotta wait for the doctor to put his notes in, so I know what's actually going on. But I mean, we're taking it day by day, and again, I want to thank everybody for their support, their well wishes, their prayers, their donations to the GoFundMe. I mean, we really, really appreciate it. It means a lot, and trust me, the GoFundMe money has been getting put to use with these testings and specialists and rides to and from, and yeah. So I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all the love.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
Also,
Yeah.
continue to get healthy, stay healthy.
I will. And with that being said, I am going to hit the intro, and then we will come back for introductions. So hold on tight, guys. And we are back. You know the drill, Max. You go first.
I'm Matt.
Yep.
Owner
We got
of-
someone else.
Oh, we got Pop.
Hey,
Owner of Atrocity Press. We publish comic books that your mother warned you about. Comic books such as Mary Machine Gun, Neo Tokyo, Human Hunters, and soon to be March 1st to go into Kickstarter is Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space.
Hello, Niobe. Pops, you're next.
You guys know Pops Van Zandt on Twitter. We do the Crom Con monthly and Monday Madness. And we actually have an anthology coming out too that Paul's going to tell you about.
Nice. And Joseph, I don't know if we've met before, so hello.
No, we haven't. I'm a writer and creator and publisher of Heresy Studios, and we have a new Kickstarter for black and white horror short story collection called Two White Tales Magazine.
Nice. And Martha, we haven't met either. How are you?
Hi. Nice to meet you guys. I know a couple guys in here, so glad to see you finally. I'm currently making a Kickstarter called Aliens West. I just got funded today, so I'm very happy about that. Thank you.
Congratulations.
And I originally also had a series called Seed Seekers, which I'm still working on, and that's going to be happening in May. So keep an eye out for that as well. But Aliens West is my current one.
Aaron?
Hey, I am a writer and owner of a upstarting publishing company. So what I'm promoting today is a horror comic about a reluctant werewolf that's out now, and we're also planning a Kickstarter sometime in May this year.
Nice.
Is there ever like a... I'd hate to meet the person that wanted to be a werewolf.
I'm glad Varian's not on because he's terrified.
Hold up, Max. Do you play Elder Scrolls or whatever? Were you?
I have.
Yeah. Okay. Well, some people choose to be a werewolf.
It just seems restrictive to me. Every full moon, you got to freak out and not have any control over yourself.
Yeah. I chose actually both. I chose to be the werewolf, and then it's another mission where you could be a vampire as well.
Oh yeah, dude, that mission was great.
Yeah. You gotta eventually you have to choose one or the other. I've been playing where I've tried to avoid being either one, and it's really hard. Eventually, you know.
So who's next? Dwayne and his brother. I don't know your name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, my name is Terrence. So I created Salvation, which we just launched our Kickstarter for. It just went live yesterday. So hopefully, you have about 38 days left. So hopefully, we reach that goal. But it's good to be here. Finally, it feels good to kind of be in the mix now. I'm always at home taking care of my kids. So while Mr. Wayne here is always, doing the businessman routine.
Yeah, so I'm just letting them, get a little taste of the interviews, So I'm just gonna kind of but I'm gonna be a little quiet though. I'm letting them soak up all the fun. But yeah, my name is Dwayne Robinson Jr. I'm also the owner of Animation Comics and Entertainment LLC. I'm also the artist for the Salvation series.
Nice.
How you doing?
Awesome.
I'm not on the screen, so who's next?
Me. So my name's Paul Gomez. I'm a brand new writer and creator. I put out 2 comics, including PTSD and Bushibu Circus Mysteries. Currently, I have Cryptic Haze on Kickstarter, and we're halfway with about 65% in. Hopefully, we can get that mark in the next 15 to 14 days. I'm also a co-host on Comic Crusader on Think Indie and Thundercats. But more importantly, I'm part of the Cromverse, and I've got a story in that anthology.
That's not most important for you, bro. Cryptic Haze is most important for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cromverse, I mean, that's got my Bushibu people in there with Crom mixing it up. It sounds important to me.
It's great. Look, there's some great people that have joined onto that project, and y'all are going to be real happy with it when it comes out, I promise.
And we have another guest that wants to pop in for a few minutes. So here we go.
Woo!
It is
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
What's going on? First, I just want to wish all the best to Varian Grant, right?
Thank you so much.
No, I've been watching everything like everyone else, and my concern is his health right now, man. I've known Varian now in this weird comic book world for a good 2 or 3 years. The man's always been good to me. Never had an issue with him at all. He's been on my show. I've been on your guys' show plenty of times. So I just want to wish him well, Lola.
I appreciate that. It means a lot.
Other than that, I'm just here to hang out for a few minutes.
Well, we're doing introductions, so you're the last one. Who are you?
Well, I'm LP. I do the comic book Niobe. I don't have a crowdfunder, but we are heavily promoting our book being on store shelves with Antarctic Press. So if anyone is looking to get Niobe, you can order that right through the Diving catalog.
Nice. And congrats on that. That's awesome.
We're in the middle of fulfilling our Kickstarter right now. I'll be going to my night job tonight, and I'm taking a whole ton of packages with me to get her done. This will be our 9th successful crowdfunding campaign. So doing okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sending out. Speaking of campaigns, I will be sending out the next batch on Friday. So round 2.
Yeah, I saw that you've been fulfilling. That's good stuff.
Yes, I have.
People have been posting their shit. I saw that. I haven't gotten my stuff yet, but I've seen people posting their stuff.
Well, I told her just wait until I see her at Grand Rapids and I'll get mine so I can save her some shipping,
Yeah, yours is on the side, Pops. I got yours set aside.
Yeah, anytime you can do that and help a creator out, if you know you're going to be somewhere where they're going to be or whatever, man, save them some shipping. Just tell me to pick it up when you see them.
Yeah, the ones that are going to kill me are the international. When I was sending out the first batch, I priced one for Canada, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna be $45. I'm like, wow. I don't even want to see what the Australian one or Netherlands one's going to be like.
Wow.
The Australian one, depending on the size of the package, you might not even be able to mail it there.
Dang,
Yeah,
really?
the Australian one's going to be worse, and the Netherlands one won't be as bad.
I'll tell you this: that for me to mail a single floppy to Down Under, right, is bare minimum $32 with tracking. Now that's Canadian, right? So, and not in U.S. I don't know what it costs, but it's not international shipping. Just for me to even ship over the border, right? Say over the max is a bare minimum $18 after tax if I'm tracking the package, you know, and that's just for a floppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sim was mad at me today. He packaged my book yesterday and cussed me out today.
So I like to know on the panel, because there's a whole bunch of people here that I've never met.
Yeah.
How many of you guys, is this your first Kickstarter?
Oh, no.
No one. Great. Awesome.
No.
That tells you how big this world is, that there's people out there put books out that you're just now meeting.
No, that's it, brother.
Build books, you know. This community is way bigger than people think it is. I see new stuff all the time. You know,
I'm always seeing new stuff pop up
all the time.
In the madness,
I find out this guy's been around for years, and I'm like,
like, how did I not see this dude before?
Oh yeah, and I've been finding a lot of people that I've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw a Kickstarter yesterday.
Larry, you cut your hair.
Had my name in it, and
I beat him up.
Talking about
that's just me.
Wait, what is in your mouth?
Very trippy.
What's in your mouth? What are you playing with? Yeah. Oh, it looks like something was in your mouth.
The LSD tab.
But yeah, he swallowed it.
You're on mute, Larry.
I just had a boomer moment, Max.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the first campaign we are going to look at tonight will be this one.
Two-Eyed Tales magazine, black and white horror collection, Man and Nature. 3 short, self-contained stories themed around a human fear of wild animals.
Do you want me to play the video first, or do you want to talk first?
No, I'll just talk first.
Okay.
This is our 10th Kickstarter. It's a 3-story black and white horror short story collection in a magazine format, and it's themed around mankind's fears of animal attacks. And we're in our second day. We're at 49%.
Nice. Congrats.
Good job. So are you in the United States or no?
Yeah, United States, yeah.
Well, you really like have it down to the dollar that how much you need to get then.
All right. Now, I've heard of Heresy Studios. I had just never heard of Joseph Duels. Okay,
2619
go. I know the publishing company or whatever.
Yeah, I backdated the cover date to 2019 because that's when the last story takes place. So I just figured I'd end the goal in 19. So.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I was wondering if you were like in the United States or not, because usually if you're not in the U.S., it'll be some weird number that it's asking about.
Yeah, I always see that like somebody's in Australia and it's like 3,088 or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice cover.
So who did the art for that cover?
Erwin Arosa did that. Yeah, he's done a bunch of covers like that.
I like it.
I like that.
Now that doesn't look like it's a regular comic book size. What size is that?
Yeah, that's it's 8.5 by 10 1/4.
Ooh, yeah, you are beating me out. That is great.
Nice. Sounds good.
Yeah, I like getting an actual proof and just showing actual photos of the proof instead of doing a mock-up, because it just seems like it's pretty much done already. So
So it's all black and white.
Yeah, it's all black and white.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got to do a proof on black and white because like
Yeah.
you can't tell what the gradients and the shades are going to be without it getting printed first, because you can see what it looks like on a PDF on their digital print or the digital proof, but that's not going to show you what it's going to look like printed.
Yeah.
Sam ran into that with Reign of Ages.
Yeah, so then we got sample pages. That's the first story. Pleasant Walk to the Cannibal Giant Space, and it's about northern peyote mythology. There's a story about coyote who turned a cannibal giant to stone, and there's an actual place in Oregon that we now call Smith Rock. They called it New Wazoho Space, and the story is about a meteor striking it, and the essence of the giant leaks out, and all the wildlife starts hungering for human flesh.
Nice.
So the heroes here have to try to figure out how to seal the crack before the giant himself awakens and starts eating people.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he's got to wake up and eat some people, or we don't have a story. Come on. Got to eat a few people.
Doesn't even sound like
That's our second cover there. That's Summerdale, and that represents our second story. It takes place in Sri Lanka. It's about a guy who gets cursed by a cultist to turn into a leopard every night and eat people. And he tries to break the curse, but he's relying on this pop culture knowledge, and none of it works.
Dang.
That's a third cover. That's for a deluxe giant size edition. That's by Donna Black. And the third story was only 4 pages. It's called The Invisible Claw Monster from Outer Space.
Nice.
And it's about a woman who's watching a 1950s B monster movie and then falls asleep and then starts hearing scratches at her door. And so it's 36 pages altogether. This is the second in the Two Eyed Tales, so we put some sample pages from the first Two Eyed Tales book in there, which was 48 pages and 4 stories. In case anybody wanted the first one too. So
That's nice. Pretty thoughtful.
yeah, I feel like when you make the page where people kind of feel like it's more than one book, even if they're not really necessary to read to understand, then people sometimes get the catch up tier and want to read both of them.
What made you want to go with full black and white?
I think you missed the question. What made you want to go black and white as opposed to maybe color?
We've done a lot of black and white books. I just kind of liked the look of it. This one in particular, we wanted to base it after the horror comic magazines of the 1970s. Creepy, eerie, Nightmare, Scream. And those were all
stuff.
So we wanted to make it black and white for that. The first one we kind of based off a horror manga, and that's mostly in black and white too. People say people don't like black and white books, but I mean, we don't have any problems selling them compared to color. We make color in black and white. We don't really have any problems selling them compared to color, so I guess there's an audience for them.
Yeah, I mean, our first comic, The Nightfall Michael's Awakening, issue 1, most of it is in black and white. It was our way of paying homage to our old classic horror stories, along with having other Easter eggs involved with it. But yeah, black and white is definitely a favorite of mine too.
I'm sorry, I prefer color.
Well, I'll tell you, we did our first 4 or 5 issues in black and white strictly out of a financial situation of not being able to afford the cover, right?
Yeah.
And then sort of built up to the point where, like, because colorists have a fee, printing in color is a little bit more expensive, and
True.
the build up to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that just means that you can make your art more creative. Just think of all the things that you can do with all the blacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't hurt that it's just cheaper to do it in black and white. But we kind of, in making it magazine size, it kind of offset some of that savings. But still, it's a little bit cheaper than printing the same thing in color.
Definitely.
So,
So everyone, you got 20 days. Go check this campaign out and help him reach his goal.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
got
I sent the direct
Lola?
link. I sent the direct link, but there's also a redirect at twoeyedtales.com. So you
Nice.
can remember.
Lola, I got to bounce and go to work. I wish I could hang out and
No.
chill, but
You have fun.
being a comic book creator, we still have these things called jobs. It's unreal. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I don't know what that is. I got
right? But if you
I'm
want to click
always
on my
a home.
screen really quick, I just want to show this before I go.
Yeah, sure.
So if anyone is interested in Niobe, there are the order codes right there for Diamond Magazine. Hopefully, as it says, it'll be out at the end of April, maybe early May, depending on how things work and the crazy world of shipping. But 2 covers to choose from: Justin Hunt on the left and Courtney Rose Dameron on the right. And there's also a 1 out of 20 Matthew Weldon incentive cover. So if your shop gets 20 copies, God willing, then they will they'll get that Matthew Weldon cover. I know Justin's doing a signing. His shop got 60 copies. He showed me. It was like the invoice was unreal. I'm like, whoa, man! I hope they
Nice.
sell. You know what I mean? But good to meet everyone. Good luck on all the campaigns. It's going to be quite the month and the year for Kickstarter, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just from us. I was sitting there looking at my production schedule this year. We put it together today. Well, we're going to be busy.
That's it. And
I'm
again,
probably
just tell
gonna have about 4 or 5 books come out this year, hopefully.
and
I have
Lola,
one day
again,
off a week now.
Wow.
One
Lola,
day
just-
off a week now.
Lola, just give Varian my best. Will you? All right.
I will.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.
Take care, man.
take it easy, man.
Let me jump in here with a little quick, Crom Con announcement. You guys know that in the very first Crom Con, we had a very special guest that ended the show. And he came back a year later for the first anniversary. And he's coming back again for the second anniversary. The arch fiend himself, Brian Polito, will be here April 30th at Crom Con 24.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
He's coming back into the lion's den.
He just loves to come back for the anniversary shows. I don't bug him every month or anything, but I'm like, anniversary show coming? I'm happy getting Brian Polito once a year. I'll come once a year. Here you go.
So the next victim on my list for tonight is going to be. There we go.
Nice. Oh, you just went up.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay, bro.
Yeah, so this is actually the fourth Kickstarter we've been doing.
Third.
Our last one was successful with Nightfall, Michael's Awakening. So
I'm the one that wrote the Nightfall series. This one, my brother, he wrote the Salvation one.
Yeah, so Salvation is about Vaughn, who's a relic. A relic in his world is a person of demon and human ancestry. So Vaughn, he's one of those tortured type of characters. Like he's constantly in turmoil, whether it's externally or internally. So he's been branded with this mysterious curse mark. He's not sure why, because of he never had the answers. Like he's been an orphan since he was a child, so he never had the chance to like really find out why he had this mark. But as he grew older, he always found that it just seems like bad luck always follows him, whether it's with demons constantly pursuing him, or him just being blackballed or outcast amongst humans. So he can never find like a stable place. So he's constantly on the move. So he's currently seeking out this renowned warlock named Solomon who he believes that can remove this curse mark. And hopefully, you know, for him, all he wants in life is really just to find salvation. Like he wants his own peace because that's the one thing that's eluded him, you know, from his childhood, like his entire
I
life.
remember this one.
Yeah.
I did a review for issue 0.
Yeah.
Did.
The art and colors look fantastic.
Definitely.
It's like for me personally, like I love demons. Like I used to research demonology, so a lot of things I wanted to incorporate into it. Especially in the second issue or issue number 1, where he battles 2 demon marshals. So that's kind of one thing I read up about, and about like the hierarchy of hell is like demon, like they have certain ranking, like a ranking system. So that's one thing I kind of wanted to incorporate into the series as well. But it's one thing I wanted to make it an emotional type of story, an adventure. So when you're reading it, you know, like that's kind of one thing I wanted you, or just readers, to kind of feel for Vaughn. Just like you're kind of seeing his day-to-day basis on him just kind of moving, him never being able to find like a certain spot, or even just feeling like he's among others, like he's welcome among others. That's something that he never really, or you won't really ever get a sense of in the series, because of people. Yeah, people kind of know somewhat of what he is, and also part of it is just the character himself. He's just not used to that type of environment. Like you just can't find that peace. So it's a lot of turmoil that goes on within the character, and that's like I always love like flawed characters like that, because I feel like something like that kind of it leaves a lot of room for the character to grow as the story progresses.
Yeah, of course.
Like you kind of want to see what kind of path they'll take, and how can they better or improve themselves.
You know, the change in the character.
Yeah, I mean, you know, also he stands out very much because, you know, of his him being a relic. He has 2 different color eyes. When you go to the first cover, you actually can really see the 2 different colored eyes. One is green and then the other is red. You can see it there if you play it, or you can see his skull here. So, you know, he has 2 different color eyes. So that's always something that's going to really stand out when you try to say hello to somebody you're trying to go on a first date. That'll definitely shock the hell out of someone, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can play the video as well if you want. You know, the video helps tell the story a lot.
But I just want to say from experience, because I did read issue 0, it's good. You guys need to pick it up.
It seems so much faster. Much faster.
Okay.
That's pretty good,
Oh,
sir.
thank
Nice.
you.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
The animation coming forward. Shit,
Mm.
man. Nah, but animation would be.
Yeah, that's
like
you
our
know,
next
it's in our
step.
name. It's in our name. We're definitely working on it. We can't really divulge the stuff that we're talking about for the animation, but the artwork was very fun trying to come up with the character design. Tay gave me a lot of good references. And you know, as he said, you know, the character has a lot of character development as he goes throughout the story. You know, mentally, but also physically too, because you know, as you see here, he has like very long hair. Throughout the series, his hair starts to change and he's changed his design. So, you know, it's gonna be really cool to show people, you know, all of the changes that he's gonna go through, along with showing all the new characters there. That you some of the characters you already see there in some of the covers, which is one of them is the shaman that Vaughn has been looking for. His name is Solomon, which you see there. And then another character that he meets in issue 1, his name is Alric. Alric is basically what you know,
Kind of
trainee or
pupil
pupil,
of
what you
Solomon.
see there in the variant cover. Because that was one of the things that we kind of wanted to do. You know, we wanted to really give people different options for the comics, so we decided to make some variant covers for this Kickstarter. But yeah, you know, the artwork, the characters, the demons, all of it was really his idea. You know, I just went to work and did the best I could with what I got. You know.
No,
But
it's
no,
really
but
good.
I should say this too, that it wasn't all just us two. You know, we also have our colorist who helps us with really bringing all of the artwork to life with all the beautiful colors. So you know, we're gonna definitely shout out John Cruz. You know, because without him, you know, it would just be black and white. Not that that's a bad thing, but you know,
Colors.
Well,
we're gonna
colors can really enhance something, or it can really be detrimental to something if they're bad.
correct.
And
Yeah,
these are not bad
yep.
whatsoever.
And you know, he's been working with us since our Nightfall series, and you know, it's just a really good relationship for all three of us, and you know, we can't complain at all with it. There you see some of the character cards. We also have some of the posters that we have available.
Character cards just give a little more like insight onto the characters themselves. So, but you don't get to find out about, but you don't get to learn about the characters in the story at the time. You can always pick up the trading cards that give a little more detail.
Yeah, that was kind of one of the reasons why we decided to put that in all of the awards, because we want people to really get a better understanding of the characters, even they're not really talked about in certain things or certain topics that's in the comic. That way, when things are referenced in issue 3 or issue 2, people can really understand what they're talking about when we're told they're saying those things. So you won't be confused, like, huh, what is that? What is he talking about? So you can just like, oh yeah, it's in the character cards. But yeah, we have so many cool awards. You know, one of the things that we take pride in is that we don't, you know, we know how hard it is in this day and age, so we don't really try to price our awards way too high, but we still try to give people a decent amount of stuff for the prices that we price it for. You know, so people can be like, oh, that's a pretty good bill. But yeah, we always try to do that. But one of the things that we really wanted to do is because we know that there's still people out there that actually like Nightfall. So we wanted to do a really good reward where people can actually get all of our stuff. Basically, they can get the whole shebang bang. You know, the hoodie, for both series, the Nightfall hoodie and the Salvation one. We also there we can get the sculpture from one of our friends, Lewis, aka Shadow Rabbit. who did a sculpture for us for our last campaign as well. But yeah, this is the always bet on AC. This is basically the whole kit and caboodle, the whole shebang bang, the everything. You get everything. You get 2 hoodies, you get 2 hats, you get 2 bags, posters from both comics, pinups. Just everything.
Now I have to say one thing. You're
What was
missing
that?
something in this one.
We're missing something.
Yeah.
What are we missing?
So I looked at all your tiers. In one of the tiers, you had a mask. You don't have
Yeah.
the mask in the get everything.
Yeah,
one.
because
It's
the
an
mask
add-on.
it's an add-on.
Okay.
We have it as an add-on because we felt like maybe people might not want to get it because it's already as high as it is, and the mask, believe it or not, the mask is you would think that for when it comes to shipping and all that to process it, it's not that much money, but it actually is. So that was one of the reasons why we decided to just kind of put it as an add-on as well instead of just adding it into every reward tier that we had because for $200 you get pretty much everything, and
Yeah.
to add the mask to have that shit too, that would just be a little bit too much for us. So we wanted to try to still give everybody as much as we could. But yeah, that's always what the add-ons are for. In case people want to still get the mask, we still price it at a reasonable price, just $3.
People need masks though.
Yeah,
Still not out of the woods yet.
Oh yeah. Also, I should tell about the Vaughn and Vash. A lot of people when we go to conventions or when people see us, they always asking us because they know of both series. They ask us if they're going to be together or they're going to have like a crossover. And we've been talking about it, but for right now, no. But we always decided to just do like a little crossover between the two. And there you see Michael Bash on the left and then Vaughn himself on the right.
That's cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna be making another one, but we're not gonna show that just yet. We're gonna wait to a little later down the Kickstarter road. But yeah, we still have the hats. We have the hoodie itself, which is that hoodie is actually one of my favorite hoodies. For me, because of the fire on it on the top. I
Yeah.
just think this is such a cool design. The one versus all design itself. So to put it on a hoodie out, it just came out so cool. So I'm super excited about that. And then there's the t-shirts, all 3. Even though we do have in one of the awards where you get all 4, but you have the all 3 there. It's all 4.
Nice.
Social sites, in case people want to send us messages and follow us, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, so just back it.
You already have my money.
That's right. Just back it, and we can't wait to just have everything shipped out. It's one of the things that we really kind of wanted to make sure that we are always up on is that we are on time with our fulfillments. So what month we say, that's when you're going to get it. So definitely don't have to worry about that. I know some people didn't say, but someone took someone to court for that recently.
Yeah, recently. I seen somebody being sued on Kickstarter for I think it was not developing the game, but they took I think it's 1.6 million.
Wow.
Big number.
I take half that. Throw that my way and I'll be cool. I won't see you for a while.
The next on my list, because he might have to leave soon, is Max.
Oh, yep. I'll be heading out as soon as this one's over with. Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space. It is it's a B movie in a comic book. It's about 5 exotic dancers that get trapped. This comet comes to Earth, and the media tells everyone, no, don't worry about it. It'll burn up in the atmosphere. Well, it doesn't burn up in the atmosphere. It hits breaks up into a whole bunch of little pieces, and hits all over North America and South America, and releases this green gas that turns everyone into zombies. But the girls don't get turned into zombies. They didn't get very much of the gas, so they didn't get the huge dose like everyone else did. So they actually get free and have to live and try and survive inside the zombie apocalypse that just occurred in New York City. So it's a brand new zombie apocalypse. It's not like you used to seeing with the everything's destroyed everywhere. Everything will just be parked.
I feel that.
I've got some pages.
One second.
Joe, give me a second here. I didn't know if I was going to do my thing tonight.
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to spread the word. You're helping me host, so of course.
All right. 3, 4, 5. I will share the screen. All right. So here it is, May 6th, 2040, the day the earth changed forever. New York City, the Big Apple. And it's the Pussycat Club. It's where all the girls work. And then
Detail. Nah, that's that's a bar. It's a fat black pussycat. It's the bar.
here's our girls. Donna, Rachel, Leah, Micah, and Alexis. There's the introduction through the splash page. I always like that. The devil head's covering up the nudity.
Dang it. Nah.
And then there's the girls dancing. And one of the dumb blonde one, the very stereotypical dumb blonde one, says, "I'm from California," or "I'm from Hollywood, California." And the guy's like, "What brings you to the Big Apple?" "I moved here to be an actress." "Couldn't you have done that in Hollywood?" "Oh, do they make movies there?" And then we had to do the cat girls just because it's the cat girls, you know. Here's the government and the media telling people not to worry about it. And that's what happens when when everybody just doesn't worry about it. And I like how the priest is knocking the little girl down. He's like, "Get out of the way, bitch."
Yo, what's that sign say?
The end is near. Repent. And then there's the green gas that comes out of the comet, one of the meteorites. So it's a super fun book. It's like 26 pages, and or maybe it's 28. And it's just, it started out as like supposed to be like just a totally cheeseball B flick that is just a joke. And then as we were writing it, it got really kind of dark and serious. And we were like, "Hey, this is actually working pretty well. We could probably really get something out of this." So we rewrote it, and this is what we came up with. And I think I think people will dig it. I mean, it's funny. It's got a lot of gore in it. It's got a lot of stupid people saying stupid things and and a lot of nudity. So what can you go wrong? Gore, nudity, and jokes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a winning combination there.
Exactly. I mean, was Joe Bob Briggs's 3 B's for horror movies was blood, beasts, and breasts. There's plenty of that in this.
Nice.
All right, so that's all I got.
Are you staying or are you getting out?
I'm gonna have to go. I gotta give the kid to the bed.
Yeah.
I feel that, man.
But thanks for having me in.
Yep.
Beautiful
tell
artwork.
You guys around.
It's nice seeing you, man.
Take it easy.
I'll catch you later. Peace.
Bye, Max. All right, next on the list, it's going to be. Oh, where am I at? Okay, there we go.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Made
Yeah.
That's a shock, right?
Right, I like it though. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was a good way to animate.
Yeah. Well, this is actually my 10th Kickstarter. A lot of my old Kickstarters were I have a comic book called Seed Seekers. It's a mythical story about like the old world versus the new world. It's like a lot of role playing and stuff like that. But I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about aliens. This is a new story. I'm doing a new genre. I'm not leaving Seed Seekers. I'm going to have that's come back up in May. So check that out too when that comes up. But Aliens West is a story about what happens when aliens get stranded in the Old West. We always see the stories about like the landing in today's world, the Third Rock from the Sun show. You know, you see aliens in today's world. But what happens when they're stranded in the Old West, and how can they relate to the characters in the time? And the settings over in Nevada, like toward the Roswell area. So we'll see a lot of development of how the science fiction and stuff come into the future. So
Nice.
sort of thing. So a lot of drama, maybe a little bit of action. Characters meet each other for the first time and learning from each other as well. So it's something I'm very passionate about, especially trying something different for the first time with the Aliens West. So,
And I see that you're using Gemini mailers.
Yeah.
If you did not buy them yet, IndieVolt has a special code. If you use code VOLT10, it saves you 10% on any Gemini merchandise that you need.
yeah, my last Kickstarter, I most of the time I do almost all my work by myself. You know, I'm the artist, I'm the story writer, except for the editor. I have a great editor, Heather Gibb. She's wife of Travis Gibb. I have a lot of great help with a lot of great creators out there too. I have a exclusive cover from Steph. He's helped me out a lot in this. So
Stuff is everywhere.
and
This looks good.
it's a little bit of different style that I'm not trying to. Every time I do something, I try to up myself a little bit more. Especially with this, adding more color, more depth, and then introducing more of the new characters into it. So this is just the beginning. This is like the start. This is what happens when the aliens come into the world that, you know, they get crash landed and they have to figure out what's going on. And of course, with the characters, they're going to find interesting factors along with it. So
Nice.
But you guys have a lot of great Kickstarters, and definitely want to check out yours too, because
Shout out to you for doing all the work, though. You know,
This one looks good.
That's very hard.
Yeah, I'm the artist, the writer. I get a lot of help though, so I appreciate all your guys' help out there. So.
Well, I've been sharing all these books that have never seen the madness before to the madness and to my Twitter feed and stuff. So hopefully you get a little bump from just spreading it around. That's what everybody needs to do to all these books. Click on that little Twitter thing, click on that little Facebook thing, and share it all over to everybody in your media. If everybody does that for everybody, we don't have an exposure issue anymore. Customers are going to see them. But everybody has to do that for each other. You know,
Yeah.
you got to share these things out. Your audience might not know about Aliens West. I know my audience didn't because I never saw it before.
Right.
Or might have only just seen it recently. This is what I'm talking about, though. You got to click them buttons, yo. Everybody.
Yeah.
If you're just passing through, click that button.
Yeah, and there's only 3 days left for this one, so guys, go check this one out. It looks really good.
Yeah, Facebook can be a little tricky, so you got to try to walk around that and, at least talk to the guy, talk to everybody. And I definitely like watching you guys' videos and stuff, so I do watch as much as I can, because that's another great thing is like getting the word out from each other and watching your guys' podcast. And, I love seeing everything that goes out. And like I know a lot of you guys. I see you guys around, and I'm a big supporter. I as much people as I possibly can too, because there's a lot of great comics out there. So, and I like watching them. So
yeah,
I remember you posting this on my page as well.
Yeah, I love your work. I mean, that's really good. So I'm definitely gonna support that one.
But like I said, though, hitting those little buttons, that's a huge part of making sure more people see everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
For me, it's what I do. That's what I do, is hit them buttons all day. I mean, this book that I got roped into doing, it wasn't even my idea. I didn't want to do what you guys do. No, you guys work way, I mean, I talk about comics. That's what I do. I talk about you do, and you, and you. I talk about what you guys do.
I'm not a good talker, so I'm hopefully I learn with you guys as much as I can get on and learn and develop myself.
The main thing for you guys is be passionate about it, because that's going to bleed off on the audience.
Yeah, it took me 2 years to come out of my shell.
You have to be passionate about what you're doing. You got to be happy and fun and excited, and that bleeds off on the audience, and they're like, "Hey, what's she so excited about?" Now they're looking at the book. You see what I'm saying? Sales. You walk by the guy that drags you. Hey, come over here and look at this, man. Or it's like sales is sales. Out here, it's the same thing. You got to just get out in people's face. Hey, yo, this is what I got.
You can have a blank piece of paper to say, "Look at this. It's nice. It's shiny. It's white, but it's there. You got to get one."
Yep.
I mean,
hey guys, I gotta go get my kids to bed, so I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for having me on.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Nice meeting you.
I hope Varian's improving. So,
Thank you. Where can everybody find you, real quick?
I have the Kickstarters at www.twoeyedtales.com. I have a website that's called HeresyStudiosLLC.com. I have a Twitter called HeresyStudiosLL. I have an Instagram called Heresy Studios LLC Comics. And I have 2 Facebook pages, Heresy Studios LLC, and the other one is The Order of Dracula, which is for our Dracula comics.
Well, I just dropped your Kickstarter right here on Twitter at Madness Comic. You go ahead and follow me. I'll follow you back, and then I'll be able to see it more and promote it more. Put it where I can see it. That's what I'm saying.
I appreciate you coming on.
All right, thanks for having me, guys.
Have a great night.
See you.
Yeah, man.
And that goes for all of you. Follow me on Twitter at Madness Comic. Follow the Comic Related Madness on Facebook. Join the Comic Related Madness on Facebook. Aaron knows. You put it where I can see it. I'm gonna tell everybody.
Yes.
Put it where I can see it. That's my job.
Dude, I'm telling you, popular saint, man.
Yeah.
I'm just doing what I do. I've been talking about comics all my life. Now I get to help people talking about comics. Yeah, I'm having fun. Just do it. This thing, though.
Dude. This is my baby.
When I first met Aaron, Aaron was nervous. Aaron was shy. Aaron was And I was like, just come on, dude. You obviously love your book. Just come out and talk about it. Tell people how much you love it. And look at him now. He's just all smiles, talking about his book.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it is, man. You know,
Definitely.
have fun. Martha, smile.
The weed helps.
All right, go.
All right, so every time I revisit and talk about this book, it evolves over time, like the issues. So now, the way I would describe it is it's a monster horror book mixed in with a buddy cop action film. So this book actually has two stories that intertwine and co-mingle with each other. You have the first one, which is a reluctant a reluctant werewolf who's pretty much he's a werewolf, but he has other stuff in his life that's much worse. He doesn't really care about killing people. Like he doesn't he cares that he kills people, but it's like, man, my life sucks right now. I can't be worried about transforming and all that. And then you got the other side of the story where you have these detectives that have to deal with the werewolf's consequences, and they're just trying out to get this guy. They don't care what goes on as long as that thing's put down. So, what I wanted to do with the second issue, I actually wanted to improve some things that I had with first campaign. When I first started out, I was I'm not gonna lie, I rushed it. There were some things I wish I could have done better, price things differently so it could still be fair and it wouldn't put me under. And then all of a sudden, I got hit with some other financial stuff, but we're still getting back on track. We're planning on doing the Kickstarter in May. If you want, you can get the book digitally on my website, wolfsbanecomics.com. That way you can just get straight into the book. If you don't want to do that and you want to wait for this, fine, that's cool. We also have the first issue as an add-on here that we're planning. And we're also planning a whole bunch more stuff. Like I actually talked with a guy. We're planning on getting some music in for this campaign. So hopefully that goes into fruition. Another thing I like about this book is the characters. Go ahead.
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought somebody said something.
No, you're good, bro.
My bad. So, like the characters in this book, I think they reflect off each other really well. Each one has their own kind of dynamic that affect the story in some way, and sometimes I can't believe like I write them one way, and then they're all of a sudden like, no, I think it would be better if I did this. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, go ahead, man, do you.
It's good stuff. You know it's good stuff. The first one was amazing. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like Crockett and Tubbs meet the American Werewolf in London. You know, that dude didn't want to be a werewolf. He wasn't happy at all. But you got the buddy cop aspect as well. It's kind of, you know, it's a different kind of a mashup. It's kind of cool.
Right.
And the first one, if I remember correctly from the PDF, was a pretty awesome story. So looking forward to book 2, actually.
Oh yeah. In book 2, you're actually going to see a lot more of the werewolf and his own dynamic. So some of the characters are going to be a bit in the background so we can actually get that story out. And some characters that didn't have that much shine in the last one are going to be making an appearance to get ready for the next book.
Okay.
Nice.
So we'll be meeting some new characters that have some
new flavor.
Yeah, that too.
So, who's next?
I'm bringing it up. Sorry, I'm working and on the show at the same time.
Quit working.
I feel that.
Multitasking.
Multitasking.
Ooh.
I know this one.
Covered.
So how's everyone doing? My name's Paul Gomez. I'm a brand new writer and creator. I just brought out PTSD and Bushibu Circus in the past 4 months. This is my third project. It's called Cryptic Haze. This is more of a thriller than anything else. I wanted to pay homage to Batman's The Killing Joke whenever I started writing this. It is my take on Monkey's Paw story. Have you ever heard of that classic tale of wishes gone wrong? And that's kind of what this is. You go into this guy's devastating life, and he's devastated by the person that he loves the most, and he doesn't know what he's going to do. And then all of a sudden, just out of the blue, he finds this man who gives him an offer that he can't turn down, to be able to learn to control people's minds. And that's where this story really picks up. He starts to learn how to use his powers and how to manipulate things. And the main story of this book is about his actions and the consequences that come with them. So Cryptic Haze is really a thriller, if you will, and it's got twists and turns. Like I said, I wanted to pay homage to Batman's The Killing Joke. And in the end of that one, it was really kind of leaving you to wonder what was going on. And that's where we have beautiful covers. We got 4 different beautiful covers, including that one by Sam Espina, homage. And then this one right here is actually from Jeff Mute. He did my cover also from PTSD. And you can see those beautiful covers, including that next one, which is that homage to Memento. I was trying to think of a thriller movie that really kept me on the edge of my seat, and Memento was the one that really stuck out there. So I wanted to do something like that.
Nice.
Oh, that hurts. How'd you hurt me?
I'm sorry. Come here. Oh, I know. He got out of the dungeon.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
You can see all these beautiful interior pages by Sam Espina. He's really an amazing artist, unique with his paneling and his colors that can really change the emotion from page to page, but really show you that dramatic art. Are you going back in there? And we got several tiers, including some tiers that included all 3 of my books that just came out. And they are a little bit more of a variety instead of just one kind of thing. PTSD was a passion project. Bushibu Circus is a little bit more animated and a little bit more Scooby-Doo meets Criminal Minds. And like I said, Cryptic Haze is more of a thriller that keeps you on the edge of your seat.
That's right.
We also have that 4th cover, which is actually a Kickstarter exclusive, and we're also limiting that to 25 covers. I believe one of them's taken, so there's only going to be about 24 more left. We've got a foil edition of that first cover, Jeff Muse. Yeah, I don't have a picture there. We kind of hit a brick wall and kind of playing catch up all along the way. But we got several tiers, and like I said, some of them are all of my written work, and then some of them are.
Back up to that PSTD cover, PTSD. Hold on. Back up. You see that beautiful cover right there, y'all?
And that artist on PTSD is the same one right there on that Cryptic Haze one. That's Jeff Mute. He's an amazing artist.
Hold up. Making me biggie.
Hold on.
Making me biggie.
I'm getting there. Hold on. I got so many tabs open.
Just making me big on screen. Oh yeah, look at that.
There we go.
Oh, that is good.
Look at that beautiful Skull.
I got him all on my kitchen table right now.
Ooh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful interior art?
Crazy.
Beautiful
Mm-hmm.
story, top notch.
Thank you.
So get all three of these: Bushy Boo, this
Yeah.
one, and Cryptic Maze. Just get the triple deal. Get the triple deal
Yeah.
because you're gonna want it anyway. Saying right there.
You need Pops as our wingman.
Yeah.
Only $27.
Yep. For all three.
And as you can see, that it comes in very nice condition, packaged well with old Paul's little signature down there.
Packaged in Geminis, and both of my Kickstarters, like I said, I just came out of the gate 4 months ago, and the last 2 Kickstarters are 98% fulfilled. And the main reason that I'm not 100% fulfilled is some of those surveys, as you know, don't get answered right away. There's only one customer from PTSD that hasn't got his, and I'm still trying to email him just to get it. We have several original art tiers, and we don't have that many stretch goals, but we've actually got some that haven't been put on the site. Again, we hit a little
Okay.
bit of brick wall that first week and playing a little catch up.
You already know I'm a backer.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I enjoy your stories, so
Thank
I had
you.
to back this one.
I'm pretty sure I'm up on that one too. Yes, I am.
Yes, you were the first one. That's right.
First one? No.
Yes, sir. Remember? As soon as we hit that kickoff show, you were right there. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I jumped right out because you told me the two Jeff Muth covers for $10.
Jeff Muth, I'm telling you, amazing
What?
artist.
Jump.
But
Yeah.
not only do I have Cryptic Haze on Kickstarter, like I said, 13 days left, and we're about 250 away from our goal, which we hope to make it. But like I said,
you'll
my
make it.
most important project right now, Cromverse.
Crom.
Boo, Crom.
You can share my screen, Lola. We'll show that. It's just a sign-up page, but we added a couple new things to it today. So what we have here is Enter the Cromniverse, which is Crom is the little internet troll. If you look up in the right-hand corner of the screen, you see the Comic-Related Madness logo. That little troll in the middle of it, that's where he came from. Okay, he wasn't created as an IP. The character was just, he evolved with the Comic Related Madness Facebook group. He became our mascot. We named him. And then, we've had a whole bunch of people draw Crom art over the last 2 years. And my friend Ryan Nieswinder, he's the one that's running the campaign. He come to me and he's like, Pops, you got to do something with all this. And I said, no, I don't. I talk about comics. I am not a comic creator. I am not, trying to produce a book. That's not what I do. I talk about what you guys do. He's like, no, Pops, you got to do something with this. I said, I'll tell you what. You run the campaign, Ryan. RJ to handle fulfillment. So all I got to do is talk about comics. And we'll do this. Well, Ryan right away said, okay, yeah, let's do it. So we put one post up on Twitter and one post up in the Facebook group asking people if they wanted to be involved. And right away, we had a whole bunch of people jump on board. We have 13 stories, over 20 creatives. And I'm going to scroll down and show you a couple things now that are actually going to be in the book. First off, the one on the left here, this is Edwin Artex Padilla, and he's the one that created the Comic Related Madness logo. He's the first person to ever draw Crom. And Crom didn't have a name or anything, but, he was the first person to draw him. So I had to go to Edwin and say, dude, we are going to do this, and I want you to be involved. Are you down? And Edwin's like, oh, hell yes. Started sending me concept art and stuff right away, and eventually actually became the colorist and the artist of a couple of the stories in the book, but we'll get into that. Enter the Cromniverse is an 80-plus page anthology, 13 stories based on the Madness mascot and internet troll Crom. We got Edwin Badillo, Doc Blaylock, Ryan Nieswinder, Eric Hodson, the dreaded dinosaur man, who's also a co-host on some of the Indie Bolt shows. Paul Gomez, that guy over there, Batim Amir, Jim O'Reilly. Now, Jim O'Reilly came through. If you look down here, you see this Hulk down here, this chromage of the Steranko Hulk cover, right?
That's my favorite right there.
Jim O'Reilly did that and donated that as the early bird sign up. If you sign up for this book right now and then back a physical tier, you will get that print. Okay. And then Paul, if you look over to the right, you see the Bushy Boo Circus Cromniverse crossover cover that Edwin did, Edwin and Manny, right? Oh, is that beautiful or what? Come on.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You guys, come on. Let me blow. Can I blow it up?
Yeah, I love that,
Look at
man.
Can I blow it up for you? Get the blue stuff out. Oh, is that beautiful or what?
That's pretty.
Oh, yeah. And then we got that's the Jim O'Reilly print right there. Yeah, sign up now. Back at physical tier, you're going to get one of those. This is actual art from Doc's story in the book. So you can tell Doc has himself a little mischievous looking Crom. That's what it's all about. It's about having fun. These guys killed it. Some of the scripts are amazing. There's stuff I'm not even going to look at. Okay, look, like Glenn B. Fleming is doing a Hatch Crom crossover. I don't want to see the script. I don't want to see the art. I don't want to see any of it till I got it in my hand. I'm still a fan, you guys. You got to remember that. Even though I have to edit some of these stories and make sure that Crom's personality is the same throughout the anthology, there's stuff I don't want to see. I don't want to know. I want to read it just like, as a fan. Okay, so there's some stuff I'm telling Ryan, I don't even want to look at it. I'm just sending it to you and you tell me if it's good because I don't even want to know. Some of the scripts I've seen, some I haven't. Some art I've seen, some I haven't. But it's all going to be good. I promise you. It's going to be fun. It's going to make you laugh. Lola has a story that.
Ooh, Lola? Nice.
Lola's the one that changed it from all ages to 17 and above. Okay.
That was a stripper Crom, right?
No,
No, that one didn't make it in.
He ends up in her. He ends up in her club, in the club in Lure.
Nice.
Wreaks a little havoc up in there, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. You're gonna laugh, and that's really all that I care about is that people have a good time, no matter what part of comics that you're into. Have fun.
Yeah.
That's why we love comics. That's where the love of comics came from, was having fun when you were a kid, most likely. Try to find that love and that fun in everything you're doing when it comes to comics.
Yeah.
That's why I do a lot.
And don't forget the CB for K tiers, yo. Always have a comic books for kids tier on your campaign. Okay, always. If you don't know what that's all about, hit me up. I'll let you know. I'll get you in touch with Mark Weiss. Comic books for kids tiers, comics for the troops. If it's an adult comic, you can still do a tier for comics for the troops. Same concept. Somebody buys one for themselves and buys one to send off to somebody in the hospital or somebody overseas in a foxhole. Right? So, comic books for kids. CB4K.org. Best charity organization in comics, baby.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out because a lot of my comic books are mostly for kids. I want to try to drive because kids don't really have too much to read anymore. So I wanted to try to get the attention of kids.
See, and I'm a huge supporter of that. Without the next generation, you guys are going to be out of work.
Yeah.
Got to have the next generation involved in what we're doing, or y'all going to be out of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, guys, it is 10:16, and we're 16 minutes past 10 o'clock, and I do have to go check on the husband.
All right.
He is in the bedroom, so I need to go check on him, make sure he's doing okay.
If you're watching, B, what's up?
No, he says keep him away from the internet for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want him dealing with anything or stressing out. The calmer he is, the better he is. If he has a stressful day, he has a setback.
Well, you can just take care of him. Tell him I said, hey,
definitely.
and we
Yeah.
got it.
I will tell him that everyone said hi, and as a reminder, the GoFundMe is still going. I did have to up the goal because, man, insurance only covers so much. And with all the co-pays and the specialists and everything, and the rides to and from, it's out of hand. But even if you can't donate, please share it around for me. And I would really appreciate it.
You bet.
No problem.
And on that note, we'll start with Martha. Martha, where can we find you at?
You can find me at I have a website. It's very hard to say, so I'll say it as much as I can, but it's schmartzgraphics.com. It's a little mix of my word, SCHWMARTZ. You can find me on Facebook, Martha Virginia Schwartz. That's my official Facebook, but I also have Schmartz Graphics on Facebook as well. And on Twitter, it's called Schmartz Arts.
Nice.
So check me out there, and I hope you guys support my campaign if you haven't. Again, it's for kids, and it's for adults, and it's just a mix of everything, and I think you'll enjoy it. So.
Yeah, it looks really good. And I wish you all the luck, and also congrats on funding.
Thank you for finding me and having me on. I hope to be again on here soon. So
just all you guys are welcome back anytime. Just message me and we'll work something out.
Cool. Thank
you. We have so many shows, so we can get you in somewhere. The brothers.
You can find us on animationcomicsent.com. That would be our official website where you can buy our merchandise. You can slowly fight for salvation t-shirt.
Stick that chest
comes in different colors.
Well, see, there's one problem with your merchandise. It's not for me because I have to wear tank tops, guys. Because t-shirts don't fit all this.
Summertime's coming up. Summer,
I have to wear tank tops all year round because of my chest size. So I pick with everyone that only has t-shirts. It's not just you guys.
All right, we'll make one especially for you.
All season. We do it all season one.
Yeah, we got
okay.
you. We'll print that. I'll send you the link.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, so yeah, you can find us also at Animation Comics ENT on Instagram, Facebook. Also go back our Kickstarter that just went live yesterday. You can find me on my Facebook, Dwayne Robinson Jr.
You can find me on Facebook, Tay Young, TEY space Young. Not on there as often.
And that's pretty much it.
That's my old last name, man. My family name is a Purgatory, though. I'm a crazy Italian, I know.
Hey, don't worry, I'm part Italian too, so I know how it goes.
And Paul, where can everyone find you?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under Paul Gomez 790. Paul Gomez 790. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm also on Comic Crusaders on Think Indie and also Thundercats. And you can also buy my books on chartercomics.com. But you can also find Cryptic Haze on Kickstarter at the moment. Obviously, I'm in the Cromverse.
Yeah.
Cromniverse.
Aaron, where can we find you at?
So you can find me on my main website on wolfsbanecomics.com. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook under the name Wolfsbane Comics. And if you guys just want to reach me by my email, it's wolfsbanecomics@gmail.com. So any questions, concerns, you want to buy the book, bang, I'm right there.
Nice.
There it is.
Do I even have to say where to find you, Pops?
Just
we know you.
Comic related madness, the best kept secret on Facebook, the best promotional and networking group on Facebook. That's where you want to go. You'll find me.
Yeah.
If you're on the Twitter, it's right there. And we have a YouTube channel, Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant, where we run Crom Con and Monday Madness and the Tuesday Morning Brew and special editions and launch parties and countdowns and that. Holy crap, the only day off all week I have for the next 3 weeks. Every Thursday, I'm not booking anything on Thursday. I'm at least getting 1 day off a week, man. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. I've had shows every single day for weeks. I ain't even got near my launch yet. We're not launching until March 25th, and I can't get offline. It's all work and it's all fun. Keep happening.
Yep. And guys, if you don't know how to reach me, go to Linktree indie_princess, and you can find all my links there. If you guys want to get on a show, have your book reviewed, a press release, anything like that, want to get on the radio station, on the Roku channel, want distribution, hit me up. We'll talk.
There you go. That's how you do it.
And that is another GeekGasm. I want to thank my panel for joining me for this lovely GeekGasm this week. And we will see you guys later. Oh, I don't know if there's a breakfast buzz tomorrow. So if there is, you'll see it. If there's not, you won't.
I am not going to do a replacement breakfast buzz tomorrow because I'm freaking taking the day before Crom Con off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't have anybody booked for tomorrow, so I'm probably taking the day off too to catch up on homework.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm about to go through this weekend, you will understand why I'm taking tomorrow off. Because from Friday 7 o'clock until Tuesday morning, I will spend most of that time out here promoting people's books.
Yeah.
All day Saturday, all day Sunday, Monday evening, Tuesday morning.
Yep.
It's gonna be a long weekend.
All right, guys. I will see you all later. Have a good night.
Peace.
Hey, everybody, good night.
Thanks for having us.
All right. It was nice hanging out and meeting